recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios and broadcast across Brisbane on 102.1 FM.
You're listening to Z Games, where we bring you the best in gaming news, reviews, community, and culture.
Want to get in touch? Text in on 0420 626 733.
G'day, cheekies. Millie's not here, so I had to do it. You're hanging out on Z Games. We're live across Brisbane on 102.1 FM. Maybe you're listening to us on Z Digital. Who uses DAB radios?
Sounds of chair adjusting in background.
Yeah. I just steal a chair as we play that intro.
Yep, it's fine.
Real comfy. You might also be listening to us online. But we're in the 4ZZZ studio. My name's Jack. Koch is hitting the buttons.
I'm hitting the buttons. This is weird.
So if you hear any goofs, that's on him.
Oh, yeah.
Tweet us.
It's not the teacher at all. It's definitely the student.
It's on me. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually held responsible for everything.
Wonderful.
Don't have a go at me for it, Grace.
All the buttons.
In studio is also Caitlin.
Hello.
Got out of work on time.
Oh my god, it's a Christmas
It's
miracle.
Christmas in July.
Yep.
Legitimately. But not tomorrow. It's August.
It's
Already. Yeah!
Christmas!
And Kate, hello.
Hi, yes, I am also here.
Coming
I'm
up
not just a ghost voice.
This week. Well, actually, no. We'll bring you in now. Meg is also here. Hello.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me.
welcome.
We're sharing a mic. That's why there's going to be a fun delay happening. There are only 4 mics.
IRL lag. It's great.
I could just hand over mine.
We can both share mics?
Let's
we both
go.
point our
Oh my
mics towards you?
God.
Is that how that works?
Mic on mic action.
No, not mic on mic.
Like a
action.
mic truffle.
Echo. Thanks.
Beautiful. So, Meg, you're from New Game Plus.
I am from New Game Plus.
You're in town for a conference.
Yes.
We actually
just flew in the door from, walked.
literally. Well,
Yeah.
you flew in.
The
You're
door.
about to fly out to Melbourne.
You're
though.
levitating right now.
You're about to fly out to
I am
Melbourne.
Flames
Woman,
sticking out of
surprise,
4ZZZ Studios.
So you're
Yeah,
flying.
I've just come straight from there. I'm full of conference food, and I'm full of high nutrition. But also, it was a big 2-day knowledge dump about what it's like being a female in STEM. But also, yeah, it was called Hopper Down Under, and it's actually part of a Anita B org, which is a worldwide foundation, non-for-profit, that looks after females that are struggling in their industries, especially science, technology, gaming, and how to overcome the issues that we face and skills to back yourself and to utilize your support networks to become the best version of yourself. But it was like an intensive 48-hour...
You weren't at the conference for a full 48 hours.
I was literally in the
It
hotel
felt
above
intense.
it. I felt like I rolled home and rolled back
How
in.
good's Emporium, mate?
Classy.
So good.
Yeah. Do we want to talk? Am I talking about it now?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Because you're from New Game Plus.
Yes.
I also do New Game Plus stuff. So I made a Z Games cross New Game Plus sting.
I cannot wait to hear it.
Hang on, I got a quick button.
The bottom right one. There you go. Every single jingle that we've ever had in
It's a
one
zinger.
MP3.
It's a bop.
Because
I was
you've seen the new
overwhelmed
ones.
with passion.
Yeah, you were processing it for a bit, and I'm like, are your earphones bucket? Oh no!
Yeah, I heard some static, and I wasn't sure if it was my buds.
I met you through New Game Plus.
Yes, many moons
Through
ago.
Couch Warriors.
Yes.
Are you really in a position to say why you went to this one specifically? Like what your role is? Are you wanting to go that far?
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool,
It's
do
fine.
that.
I work at Fire Monkeys in Melbourne in the mobile gaming studio, and they sponsored me. I actually applied to be selected, and out of all the women in my office, which aren't that many, but still enough, I was chosen to be flown up here, and they paid for my accommodation to do it, just so I could upskill and network and mingle and I guess give out a few business cards to get other chicks that are in the industry in our programming jobs right now. There's so many developer roles available. So
That's so cool.
yeah, it was amazing actually. And I actually learned about blockchain. Do you guys know about blockchain?
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Like
Yeah, all
Bitcoin.
of that fun stuff, cryptocurrency
Next
stuff.
level shit. And
Yeah.
it blew my mind. It was really nice to learn something fresh and not talk about the same old.
Yeah.
But I also female representation in AI and devices like Alexa and Google Home, and how as a female we're represented within submissive roles, and what that looks like for young women growing up. And
Cortana literally got removed from Xbox One recently, like in the last week or two.
really,
Yeah, also from every PC
PC.
that I image ever. It just goes, first thing I Google is, wait, how do I remove Cortana again?
Right.
Bang.
yeah.
So that's what this
Delete.
entire conference
Poor
is about.
Cortana.
Stop removing Cortana.
Yeah, remove Cortana, remove all AI.
No, wow.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know any engineers or anything like that, but this room was full of them, and there was not enough gaming topics, so I'm definitely going to put that in my feedback.
I was going to say, because you said STEM, but gaming is like loosely related to technology, but it's not really bunched in with that as much.
That's correct.
Yeah.
There definitely was a bit of a gap there, and there was no connection between the two, which is fine. But isn't gaming a gateway drug for people that want to become a programmer or
Want to get paid a full wage.
legit?
I mean,
So-
like animation,
Sometimes.
everything like that. There's so
Absolutely.
many sub
Yeah,
genres
true.
that are
Yep.
tech related in building games, creating games, marketing games, all of that sort of stuff.
There was a huge focus about outreach programs and how to teach kids to program, like when they're 5.
Ooh, oh my
'Cause that's
God.
apparently a
Yeah.
thing that kids really want to do, and
Yeah.
their brains are so receptive to that kind of information. And to talk about the outreach programs, we're not talking about gaming. I was like, oh, there's a
Was Girl Geek Academy sort of brought up at
they
any point?
totally were there.
Oh,
They
thank
did
God.
their own thing, and it
Good.
was bloody great. They all had there was Celeste who did her own Indigenous STEM prezzo, which
Okay.
is
That's
even
so cool.
it was more like diversity inclusion and like all the
Yeah,
minority
for sure.
groups and what we can do on a corporate level, on a personal level, and I guess how to navigate through that when you come up against barriers in the workplace. I also learned some shit hot tricks about public speaking and how to navigate.
Immediately putting it to use on radio. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
No training, just go.
Well, just like having that aura on stage and like how to like vibrate confidence to engage your audience, because they don't really hear what you're saying, right? Like they just want to be
We probably should do that since we're hosting a stage in like 2 weeks' time.
guys.
You guys are.
Yeah, they need to feel our energy.
I didn't put my hand
they
up.
need to
We
feel
are.
our energy, I
They do.
think. Yeah.
And just practice. You have to practice, guys. Like if you're going to write
Yeah.
a speech, if you need to write something out first,
Practice,
so sick.
delivery, all of that stuff.
Yeah. So it was hectic, but so much fun. And I met so many amazing million girls. And LinkedIn now is like the new business card. You can do like
Yeah.
a QR code
The scan. Yeah, you
mate.
do.
People
Yeah.
were frothing over that. So I've made like 50,000 new friends that all into the LinkedIn abyss. So hopefully they
gosh.
pop up in my feed someday and I'm like, oh yeah, we met at that one thing. But yeah, I feel liberated and I hope that electronic arts they're already extremely diverse and inclusive. They're great at that, but there's not enough action. There's just a whole bunch of talk. In general, I'm
Yeah.
just as an overview, not to be all weird
I will say as well, like, as much as there wasn't a whole lot of gaming covered there, was there many other attendees from the gaming sphere, outside of, like, Girl Geek Academy, that were really speaking about it? Because right now, like, I've been reporting on closures across the industry in general. That affects everyone. I mean, you walked into Fire Monkeys at a funky time.
It was horrendous.
Like, was gaming really brought up much at all?
Zero.
Or spoken, like, anyone else speaking about it? Nothing at all.
no reps, no people from the industry whatsoever.
Because we've just had Brisbane's biggest game studio shut down last week.
Well,
Defiant shut down.
oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're sending our job descriptions up to them, like for available
Yeah.
roles and stuff, because there's plenty going.
No,
but
when-
it's funny, like we had the Snap, and now we've got roles available. So I'm like,
Yeah, no, I'm like that. Probably there's like a bit of tension happening there. Yeah,
it's a bit weird, but it is what it is.
probably not full-time jobs.
Oh no.
Casual. Oh no. Okay, well that's good then. Good. Thank God.
Yeah. But I guess it was really interesting to identify that, like, as much as I got used to being in the 10%, always like working at EB for like 10 years and then just getting used to that.
What a yikes! Hey, that was an experience by itself.
Seems to be a
But-
pretty solid story with that
Yeah,
too. Like that's the consistent theme I hear
Yeah.
with a lot of people in the industry. It's like, oh, I started working at EB or JB or just like a reseller.
But like
Gateway.
Yeah,
that,
it
and then
is.
like working in
It's
that
not really like working. You
office.
just love it so much and you just love talking about games that it doesn't
Yeah.
really become. And naturally, you subconsciously develop life skills,
Yeah.
which is sort of like, when you get responsibility to like catch
Yeah.
up and become a manager and like a team lead. Doesn't mean you're actually good at it, but at least you've got some sort of
Someone thinks you're good at it.
totally.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that sort of helps you just
Someone's gotta be
that
senior.
next level
Yeah, exactly.
up. So
Yeah.
but feeling good about life.
Good stuff. So
Thanks for
for
asking.
cool.
people that maybe want to know more about it, is there a website? Is there any sort of Twitter, Instagram,
There's-
Facebook situation?
They were frothing over this trending hashtag the whole time. Every time they'd speak, they're like, "Don't forget the hashtag. We're going to be trending." It's called Hopper Down Under, and the website is just anitab.org. So it's the first time they've ever done it in Australia. So this is why it was so massive. And we had just under 1,000 attendees, a room full of women, and just the shit I could learn. It was insane. Like whenever we would wait for a new meals to start, people would just turn around and be like, "Hey, my name's blah. What do you do?" yeah, it was so sick. We all had name badges, so it was like mingling with ease,
yeah.
especially in social awkwardness. A lot of
Yeah.
that kind of personality trait. Was
And
strong.
like when you're right off the flight as well, like
Yeah.
you're a little bit like, I just need to get that coffee.
No, wine. Lots of
Is it before or after 5 p.m.?
Alcohol, let's go.
That's
Well, I
what
mean,
we
just
decide.
both with a bit of fireball in your coffee. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Easy.
They can't smell that shit. Coffee masks everything. I mean,
I don't know what you're talking
Responsibly,
about.
kids. Yeah.
Drink coffee responsibly is definitely what we're saying.
Yes.
I'm not an alcoholic, but you love me anyway, right? So I have a quick question. Side
Yes.
hustling. When you come into Melbourne next, coming on New Game Plus, Jack, looking at you, Kate, looking at you.
Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, because you've been on New Game
Find my way
Plus.
down to Melbourne by foot.
Can we lock you
And
in
so
for
that we
PAX? Come for PAX. It's gonna be
Hashtag called
beautiful.
out.
Well, Koch and I are basically
Maybe.
we're putting in like press applications for PAX soon, but the rest of the team like are you vibing PAX?
I would love to come to PAX.
Love to.
Caitlin, it'll change your life.
Don't know if I can afford to come
Yeah,
to PAX.
that's the struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kate and Rani are at uni, so that living in poverty
Is Millie
feel.
going?
I haven't. I mean, she's also living that poverty feel at the
Yeah.
moment. So yeah,
That's okay. I'll live vicariously through you. Maybe I'll just live stream and send it directly
that's
to you.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. I love it. Like, who knows? I might. I got my tax return, but I want to, spend it on other things.
I'm still
So-
waiting
have
for
a
mine. Oh my
mortgage.
god!
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
waiting for mine too.
Sweet.
I need
sweet,
it. I
Sweet,
need that.
sweet tax return.
Sweet, 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 sweet,
Got-
sweet, 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 sweet.
More than a couple $100 back.
Mate, I was in
Thanks,
the...
ATO. Thank you.
What a vibe. No, New Game Plus is going to be happening. Probably, I'm not coming to MEO because my friends decided to have a wedding on that weekend.
Happens
So
to
rude.
me all the
It's
time.
so
Selfish.
inconsiderate, homophobic. No, look, I'll call them out. It's not the first time; won't be the last. I'm actually coming down the weekend after, so it's okay. We'll drink then.
Call me.
But PAX, 100%
PAX.
PAX. We'll be there covering PAX.
PAX.
If you want to see more video stuff, more TV stuff, because Meg, I imagine you're going to be flying out the door pretty soon.
You betcha. Got a flight to catch. Back to the old Melbourneian lifestyle.
With our single terminal here in Brisbane.
Yes, but I'm so pleased I can still come. I just got in a cab and I was like, I must see Jack.
Gotta get there.
And yeah.
All right, go.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
You're like, you want to get breakfast? I'm like, I'm working. Yeah, so New Game Plus is the TV show. If you go to c31.org.au, you can watch it sometimes. We're not on air at the moment, but we'll be back in like 3 months' time. Maybe. I don't know. Planning will happen at some point.
Yeah.
However, we have a full YouTube channel with
Yeah.
thousands of videos.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And be a creeper on Twitter like the rest of the world.
YouTube.com, Facebook.com, Twitter.com, Instagram.com / New Game Plus TV is where you want to go. Kosh, you'll be on it.
What?
Yeah.
you're gonna be on TV, mate.
That's
You're
the
gonna
answer we need in this.
What?
You're going to be on TV. Kate, you were on TV. It was an experience.
And I'll do it again.
Oh, God. Is there a camera? I'm here.
But
So that's going to be happening. And I'll probably get you on radio again sometime soon.
I would love to.
Well, I mean, I ended up calling Kat from Turn Left Distribution.
No way.
We did a fun phoner interview and she was on the show a few weeks ago. So,
Juicy.
yeah.
Technology. You know, what a world we live in.
It's amazing.
Phones were
Sound
made,
like my mum.
phones were made 100 years ago.
What are them Nintendos we'll be talking about soon?
Oh, yeah.
The Nintendo Switch that sold over 36.8... Oh, no. That's something
what,
else.
you can touch the screen?
Everything's a Nintendo to my name.
The Nintendo Dual... There are two screens.
Oh,
One of
no.
them's three.
There's a 3D...
3D?
But I don't...
My mum
What's
legitimately
the
thought
3D
the
stand for?
3DS.
I've actually been asked that before. and I thought
dual
it was
screen?
brilliant.
3D. Oh no.
What's the 3D stand for?
My mum literally thought that the Wii U was an
3Ds.
attachment to the Wii.
It's
At
literally
least
just...
you tried,
it's,
mate.
It's Nintendo Dream Drop Distance screen.
Thanks,
Yep.
I hate
It's
it.
a really terrible Kingdom Hearts joke. It's fine. The entire series is terrible. Oh, we're back to it. You're hanging out on Z Games, right across Brisbane on 102.1 FM, or across the world online. This is Meg from Fire Monkeys and New Game Plus.
Yes.
You're going to leave us now.
I am.
Because you're
Thanks
getting
so
on a
much for
flight.
having
That's
me.
fair, though.
My
lovely
Twitter
to
is
have you.
Megzatron22.
Yes.
That's my first ever gamer tag when I was 16, and I've just rolled with it.
Oh,
Where did
one of
22
those.
come from when you were 16?
It's my favorite number.
Okay.
It's actually my birthday, but I don't want to tell the world that.
Oh,
because
fair. Okay, yeah,
Internet's
yeah.
a creepy
And
place.
docs.
Run.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go, done.
Mad respect for sticking with it. I've had like 3 different handles. I think.
And you look back at the old ones, you're like,
Yeah, like,
oh no. Oh no, it happened again.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
yeah,
Thanks,
check out
everybody.
Meg, check out newgameplus.tv. And yes, thank you so much for hanging out, Meg.
Easy. Enjoy the rest of the session, guys.
We're back on Z Games. We have one less person now.
Yes.
Meg
the
has
person
left.
list.
She's gone to Melbourne. How dare she? I want rain.
I miss it already.
I'm just sick of how goddamn hot it is. This is not
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah, what the hell? I walked outside the other day and I was like,
I always
I
say that
tweeted about
Brisbane,
how upset I was with the weather. That's
Pretty
a
much.
serious thing.
it's terrible.
Okay, you
That's
tweet
how you know.
at the
I
drop
tweet
of
all
a
the
hat.
time. I tweet about everything.
Literally everything. Sometimes half the feed I come back and it's just like, it's just
Harry
a one
Frankfurt
big
had a
elongated sigh.
breakdown. Harry Frankfurt came back from her breakdown. Now she's upset that it's
Now
hot.
she's cooking soup with her bones.
3 weeks in a row.
Soup cast. Bring it back.
I do just want to
Bring
say,
it back.
so where I work, we get a lot of people from Europe on tourist visas,
Right.
and they are all so confused all the time
Because it's like
25 degrees,
It's
and
the
they're
same
like,
temperature.
"This is hot.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is hot. This is summer." I'm
Don't
like,
worry,
"Yeah,
we
bud."
know.
Yep.
I went from
Wait
Brisbane
for actual
winter,
summer.
Brisbane winter to Japanese summer, and it was cooler there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not always true, but
No.
I just happened to be true that week, and I was like, I should bring to the attention of the class
Yes.
that we meme a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
I don't want to kink shame anyone in particular, Caitlin. You just happened to just put a lot of bangers out this one week.
Don't kink shame the bangers.
Yeah, look, sometimes the mood is high, and I just go on a
And you were like,
tangent.
Fred?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Ooh."
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So, look, I'm going to subject all of you to this meme reel for the next minute 30. Please enjoy our memes.
So if you want to be a miner, you can like mine stone and stuff like that.
Miner.
Yeah.
Minor.
Yeah, mine diamonds. If you want to mine diamonds.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
Nope,
Oh,
definitely didn't want to have adult responsibilities anymore.
No.
Every
Yeah, if you
Lala
wanna be a
fell is
child
a
again.
minor.
I was like, don't do
Back
it.
to Twitter.
I heard the Vieira in there now.
So there's bunny girls now as well. So there's cat boys and bunny girls.
Oof.
You're a little bit thirsty for Vieira?
Oof.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fran.
Friend.
I'll stop, sorry.
I could throw a Wii remote.
Yeet!
One and then the other.
Stop with that sound.
No. I'm licking your ears, Jack, and editing.
Let's not say we did.
I was like, I need to do something. I'm losing my mind. I don't know if anything's real. So I played Sonic Forces and I smashed down, I'm not even kidding, 10 levels. I was like, I cleared 10 levels, and my girlfriend was just like, you did what? And I felt real stupid the other night because I got like, I don't know, 5 minutes of a scene with Vetra, and I was just like, yeah! The last 20 hours have been worth it! Woo!
Ocarina of Time there from... What do you think?
Zelda.
Nerd.
Final Fantasy, duh.
Sometimes we live stream on Facebook. Get zucked.
Get zucked.
Zuck us. No.
No.
Zuck us. Don't zuck us.
All of the zuck.
So, in case you just tuned in the middle of that meme fest, I just clipped like a good chunk of the bangers out of the last month, and oh my god, we make bangers and mash on this show, dude. Holy crap!
And soup.
A lot of soup,
Lots of soup.
a lot of
Lots of
broccoli. They kept trying to drag it back to the soup cast on CRN last
Yeah.
week, and I was like, stop it.
Just stop.
Time and a place. If you want more memes, you can find us on our website, zedgamesau.net. You can find us on social media, @zedgamesau, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Anyone see Millie's meme about like, are we gonna have a problem? You best switch up your attitude.
Yeah.
It was a really bad meme.
I
Go
loved
and
it.
look at Zed Games on
Okay.
Facebook. She,
hate
it
it.
Alright, I'll go.
was a great one. I didn't
That's it, modesty.
actually say at the beginning of the show what we're talking about this week. I just went straight into talking to Meg. Basically, I'm talking about Sky now, but I'm turning into this kind of like series situation where I'm talking about like how I'm playing the game every few weeks because we're dry on content and we're all broke and we're all time poor. And then Kate, you're talking about characters that we associate with.
More or less, how we associate with the characters that we play.
Cool. So what I'm going to open with is this song from Sky. It's called Take Flight, and God, I love it so much. This is Take Flight. I'll be back in a moment talking about Sky. Enjoy. So it sounds very, very similar to, I feel like a lot of Ghibli sort of music, like Spirited Away kind of vibes.
Yeah.
I'm going to end this this sort of session with the music director Vince Diamante talking about the gate at the end of this. But for now, I'm just going to bring up a little bit of gameplay of like what it was like jumping into Sky earlier this week. And I'm going to bring my phone up on the desk. Ooh, what's it going to be like?
Hey, bro, pass me the Oaks.
Is it coming through? Let's play this game. Yeah, it's just like...
It's quiet.
It's having a moment.
The ocean.
So it almost sounds like meditating.
Literally is meditating.
It's so pretty.
Aw,
You're right again.
I'm so clever.
You're so right all the time.
I'm the best.
I am so smart.
I am so smart.
So,
Mochi.
S-M-R-T.
if you've played Journey, this is a very similar sort of vibe.
Love that.
It is, instead of you're playing with one other person, it leverages the fact that it's a free-to-play game, completely free.
Oh.
That happens sometimes. People are activating things, it's fine. It is a free-to-play game that is absolutely the same caliber of game as Journey, which is mental to me. And it looks this good. Oh my
really
god,
pretty.
I cannot... This is being played on my phone, and...
Sounds like Journey a little.
I was going to say, yeah. I immediately got that kind of vibe from it. I saw it and I was like, wait, what?
But like...
What?
If you look up Sky visuals, even if you're playing on the lowest phone that you can play it on, which is this phone, iPhone SE, it is still gorgeous, and I don't understand how.
Oh my god,
That
we're
is
all
really
just
pretty.
staring
Just
at
in awe.
Jack's
Speechless
phone
staring
because
at the
it's
phone.
like, it's so beautiful. It looks like a field, like a big open field with like a
Yeah.
Tibetan
Yeah, so
temple. It's like, oh.
it's called Sky, and the reason is, if you look up sort of video footage, you're seeing sort of these islands separated by just clouds. You fly, you just get free goddamn rain. You can just fly between different areas. It's not like you die when you fall into clouds. It's so good. The controls actually are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So you have movement on the left-hand side, camera controls on the right-hand side, pretty basic. If you want to do the sort of call that you would do in Journey, usually
Yes.
with the circle button,
Yep.
you actually tap yourself.
Yep.
You want to hold it down if you want to make a bigger one to activate things. You have a lot of emotes. This is kind of where I'm feeling a lot of the meters, and I'm going to revisit Sky a lot in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And by coming weeks, I mean the next 6 months.
Just a
and
couple.
over and
Those
over.
are weeks that
Yeah.
are coming.
But the
That's
thing
fine.
is, this, like, you look up Sky full gameplay, it is like 12, 15 hours. This is a mobile game. I have a 4-inch screen.
my
Don't
gosh.
expect me to play that long in one sitting.
Yeah.
No.
I want to spend more time getting to know this game, really enjoying it. Obviously, you're hearing it. It's gorgeous. If you look at visuals, it's gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
That feeling of playing with others that you had in Journey, where you always think the best of them, is exactly the same in Sky. So you see other sort of like shadow selves, they're basically sort of like silhouette style things, walking around, same shape as you. If you interact with them and you like light candles, which is the cutest, it's so gorgeous, they turn into a real person, and you're like, we've made a bond. We can now like maybe solve puzzles. You interact with different environments in different ways. You can leave messages for other players to come by and see, maybe hinting or just sort of giving you morale, which, oh god, it's gorgeous.
You have
the main
pings everywhere?
the main
Is
sort
it-
of gameplay hook, things.
Pings. You know, in Journey, and be like,
It's not as obnoxious. No.
okay, cool. That was my only problem.
People are very reserved about it, actually.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Either that or the game logic is like, shut them up after 5. The main hook is exploring these areas and basically just looking for like little nooks and crannies to discover constellations. Because in the sky you have
Yeah.
constellations. That's the joke.
Well done.
And so smart.
You're
Oh my
so
God.
smart. We're all really clever here.
And you end up actually building that getting that constellation back to the sort of former self kind of vibe, and they will give you cute emotes.
Aw.
So I have this really cute one where it's like you just like point at something, but it's like with this cute as hell like thing. And right now I'm solving a puzzle with another player. You have to light up each side of the door. You can't do it by yourself. And like really basic stuff like that.
yeah.
You just get those game design hooks in my brain, and I'm just like, I love all of you so much. It's just,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Is it on Android?
It is not on Android
It's
yet.
not on Android. That's why I haven't played it.
This is an iOS exclusive for the moment. You can sign up for the pre-release beta vibe situation on the Play Store. Go and do that if you want to get to it as soon as possible.
Yeah. It
I mean, they're not going to run out.
They might.
You can get them while they last. Downloads and then the hard drive explodes. I don't know. It's a Galaxy phone.
Liquidates.
So it's currently just on iOS phones. You will be able to get it on Android soon.
Okay.
Later, you'll be getting it on PC and consoles as well.
Oh.
So for the moment, it is free to play. There are microtransactions. You can purchase like little things to basically change the look of your character, improve your flying skills, but it's still like you're not getting a leg up on this puzzle solving. It's very basic puzzle solving.
Yeah.
It's a lot of exploration. And if you just want to like fly around for as long as you can, that's basically all that you get out of it.
Yeah.
I feel. Which is cool, and you get extra outfits and emotes, and cool. You're paying for something that and you don't feel like you're ripped off. I think that's $25 for like the starter kit situation.
Yeah.
Or you can buy extra like resources. There are a few different sort of like, I don't want to call them currencies, but they're currencies. They don't feel like currencies. Like they've made it feel very, very organic, very close to a console game vibe where it's like, I'm not getting cheated out of my cash. Whereas mobile games, you're like, all right, he's up.
Freemium.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the
free.
Where's the butt
free
part?
is the what's stressed. No, in this, the mium is what's stressed.
Right. Okay.
Premium.
Yeah.
It's fucking incredible.
It looks beautiful. I want
It's
to play
so
it.
good.
So you said it's a puzzle solving game essentially.
Yes.
So
Mostly exploration. It's just an adventure game.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you said you keep coming back to it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So why would it? Do the puzzles change? Or the
I,
puzzles?
it's mostly exploration, dude. I just want to explore more of this world and love life.
Just pretty. You're just looking at
It's
things.
just really pretty.
Oh,
Okay.
It is very big.
Big world.
This is one level that you're seeing. One of
Damn.
like at least close to like half a dozen to a dozen, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
yikes. Yeah. When I said 12 to 15 hours, I wasn't like, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks even better if you've got a newer iPhone and you're not playing on the Fisher Paykel phone. Like, it's fair. But yeah, if you don't have an iOS device, don't look it up. Don't look up full gameplay things on YouTube. Look up a trailer, look up a little bit, get a sense for like, oh, okay, I'm into this game. Like I was a year or so ago. Get hype, leave. Do not
Wait.
like just
Spoil
wait
it, yeah.
because it is worth it. And I'm going to
Marinate.
detail over the next 6 months why you should marinade and maybe like 60 minutes in the oven and flip.
Yep.
Soupcast.
Yep, we're back.
How do you flip a suit?
My emotes, my cute emotes. I'm
Bravery.
pointing, just pointing.
Aw.
Just
It's so cute. So it was created by the same people that did Journey.
That game company is
Yeah.
what it's called. The music director is the same music director, not
Yes.
from Journey.
Yep.
That was Austin Wintory did that that composition of that soundtrack. The audio director of this one is Vince Diamante, and in this next bit that I'm going to play before we move on, he speaks about The Gate, which is one of the songs that you hear in the game. One of the first ones. This is Vince Diamante explaining more about his role in Sky. There's a colon and the rest of it, but I've forgotten it. It's just Sky.
just
This
Sky.
is him talking about The Gate.
In this game, flying is a huge part of the player experience, and so it made a lot of sense for me to write the music primarily for woodwind instruments. And I figured it's as good a time as any for me to learn how to play a woodwind instrument myself. I actually purposely made the score for this game very, very simple. I wanted there to be no music that I couldn't play myself, me as a beginning instrumentalist. The track that you're about to hear is called The Gate, and it's actually one of the very first tracks that you hear in the game. It represents the player just starting out into the world, and it seems like they're alone, but then they gradually realize that there are a lot of other people exploring the world with them. I hope you like it.
Like, Caitlin just like, yeah, that's good. That's all
Okay,
good. Yeah.
cool.
Caitlin just like was like, you just learned a woodwind
Yeah.
instrument?
Oh.
What? I just casually learned how to play flute. Like,
I decided it was time for me to learn how to play wood instruments, like just casually.
it's part of his job.
I learnt flute when I was in school.
I
And it
learnt
took me maybe
clarinet.
4 years to get good.
I never got good.
I learnt clarinet as well because I wanted to learn the saxophone,
Reed.
and everyone tried to talk me out of it. And then they gave me one, and it was my size. And then I acknowledged that yes, I could not play the saxophone
'Cause you're
so
small.
I took a clarinet. Yes,
I just remember the reeds being really gross.
They were really
they were
gross.
a little bit,
And the inside of a flute is gross as well.
but
And
they
it's
sound
back.
pretty.
And it's back. No, I'm more impressed that like I was playing clarinet for like 5 years and my parents were still surprised when I came out. Whatever.
Jack, this is your life.
Back to me.
Yeah.
This is Ed Games across Brisbane on 102.1 FM. My name's Jack. I'm in the studio with Koch,
Yo.
Kate, and Caitlin.
Yes, you are.
You got a hot 10 minutes to talk about because I got carried away with Sky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling.
I feel like this is going to be a trend.
I'm just excited about Sky, man. I just love it.
That's okay. We had fun too. So I wanted to have a chat about the way we identify with characters because I was reading one of my textbooks, as you do as a good university student, and I saw that there was some research done in like social psych and regarding your ought self, so the self that you ought to be, and how you compare avatars in games to your ought self. And the study's name, I thought it was hilarious. My avatar behaves well, and this feels right. Ideal and ought selves in video gaming.
Caitlin was just like down for the count of it. Like, oh man.
My avatar behaves well.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, so the study itself was quite interesting.
I like it.
It looked at, it kind of split people into a whole different, a few different categories. Basically, they wanted people to play a good game where they would do good things like saving lives, and another one where they would do bad things
Play
like
GTA.
killing. Yeah, pretty much, more or less. The comparison was
bad.
between doing good things and doing bad things and how it impacts on your behavior in the real world. Their findings aren't as relevant to what I wanted to discuss because for me, it just reminded me of how much like I identify with characters. Like in World of Warcraft, I have 20 different people, like different
Characters that you've rolled, yeah.
and I've only gotten like 2 of them beyond level 20 because I can't connect
Right.
with
Oh, that's
the other
such a
ones.
mood. Guild Wars 2, same for me.
Yeah.
Like, I never hit level 80 on anyone that was not a Sylvari Elementalist.
Yeah.
Play Final Fantasy 14.
I have. I mean, it was
downloaded
a
it.
decent part of the reason why I dropped out of uni the first time. So
Yeah.
step off.
Just go to uni.
Mate, just drop out. It's fine.
Yeah.
The course has been cancelled now. Who cares?
Yeah. Not Final Fantasy 14.
Not Final Fantasy 14.
No, it's still going strong.
Well, it got cancelled. And they remade it.
Yeah.
They
We
reborn.
don't talk about
They
that.
We have
rebirthed it.
Slightly
Reborned it.
derailed.
Reborn.
We have derailed.
That's fine. So sorry. Yeah, creating characters.
yeah.
You,
So
you
my-
sort of
Was it-
associate with these characters that
Yeah.
you've made.
Yeah.
Well, some.
And I don't know, I just wanted to see kind of what characters in particular you guys identify with. Because for me, like in WoW, it was a Tauren Hunter. I don't know why I thought that a bull was a great thing to be. And then I started getting into the trolls, and I like them too. And
You heard it here first. Kate likes trolls.
The Sylvari.
I identify with trolls,
yeah.
thank you very much.
All of the Sylvari. Just who's played Guild Wars 2?
I have not.
A little.
The Sylvari are so gay. They're just like they're like the dainty elf type.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
they're not pretentious. I think that's an important distinction to make.
Right.
There is a short, elvish, gnomish sort of like very smart, very intellectually smart race in Guild Wars 2, and they think they are the hottest shit. They make great comedy, actually really good writing in Guild Wars 2, but the Sylvari are like the dream. It's all floaty. It's all, and I'm like gay. So
Yeah.
I just love that sort of like floaty, like I can be a wanker and it's fine. And then I go to work in a cafe. I'm like, I can't do that.
Well,
No,
give them their
that's how you
copyright.
get fired.
yeah, well, that's true.
Um,
When you
about
were
you,
talking
Koch?
about your characters, so you said identifying with the characters that you create, right? So
Yeah.
is this opposed, like, separate from a character like Commander Shepard in Mass Effect? Like,
Right.
can you identify with that person and then
with an actual character as opposed to a character you make.
Yeah.
I
I
think is the distinction.
Or is it that's the study was based on created characters?
No, so the study itself was slightly different in the phenomenon they were trying to observe.
Right.
So they weren't actually looking at how you identify with the characters as we're discussing. It was more how you see your ought self, the self you should be.
Yeah.
So if you see a character doing good, you would assume that a person would believe that is something they should also be doing.
Right.
So like cleaning up litter, if that was the game and that was your role in the game, then that would be your ought self in some respects.
Or just blowing stuff up if you think that you're ready to take the world on.
Yeah, see,
You
I'm always
shouldn't be.
Paragon,
You ought
so-
not to be that, actually.
Yeah, that's your non-ought, actually, they call it. Non-ought.
Perfect.
It's weird because, like, when I play games where I am creating a character, so, like, even though with Commander Shepard, you have a level of customization, and same for, like, Mass Effect Andromeda, which is another game that I played recently. You create Sarah or Scott Ryder, and then all of your choices are made for them. When I play games like that, I always feel like it's like a role play. So that it's not myself.
Right.
It is the choices that this character makes, and the character is going in the direction that I want them to, but there's no self-projection there.
Yep.
That's a weird distinction to
that's
make.
odd.
There's
Yeah.
like a disconnect there where it's like it's not necessarily your ought self.
Yeah.
But it's like you're
What
still
you think
crafting
their
what
ought
this
self
character is
is.
as
Yeah.
you go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
am
like
your
a,
god. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like
So
a
you're
role
thinking
play
on
kind
behalf
of
of
thing.
them.
Like I've played D&D and stuff like that, and
Right.
that was the same thing for me. It's not me. It's
Yeah.
a character making choices.
Yeah.
And like there are characters that I kind of identify with, like Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. I absolutely adore and just think she is so fantastic, and like I really like the way that she deals with things, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't played many MMOs though, like those games where it is you, like
Yeah.
I haven't got
fair.
lost in many MMOs. Guild Wars 2 is the big one. Big, I mean, even then, big for MMOs is relative. I've only got like 200 or 300 hours in Guild Wars 2, which is not much compared to most in MMOs. But yeah, like RPGs, like I feel like Skyrim is another one that a lot of people can be like, yeah, I've kind of done that, but it's not as much like...
same thing though.
Yes, but it's different to like a Mass Effect or a Dragon Age or something like that, where
Yeah.
it's not as much
completely
about...
your own creation.
Well, it's also not as much about relationships. Like the focus
Yeah.
shifts to something far more practical
Yeah.
than like building relationships and speaking and like communication and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is the same, but it's just
fine.
different focus. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
also with a story-based game, you'd probably have the limitation of the fact that the words aren't yours.
You have to choose either
Yeah,
option
like
A or
you've
option
got
B
these-
rather than
well,
saying,
you know,
this is,
yeah, what they would
yeah.
say in this option or the other.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison that you made to D&D though, because you don't have that. Like that option there is completely
Yeah, that's
removed. You
true.
literally can say and do whatever the heck you like,
Exactly.
and it will
it's
work
you
fine.
saying it.
And it's definitely you. So
Yeah.
I feel like the disconnection, you role playing a character,
Yeah.
like it fits very well into that.
Yeah.
But with video games, whenever you bring up like that kind of like, are you doing it? Is a character doing it? I just feel like I think about how bad morality systems are in video games. I know that's completely
Yeah, you're
separate,
either
just
A, good, or B.
Yeah, it's
I-
just like
That's
so
it.
like
It's
100
Mother
or 0.
Teresa,
Yeah.
or the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like the,
Yeah,
What's the
for
opposite
sure.
of Mother Teresa?
the devil. I don't know.
Coalition?
Liberal.
Yeah. So,
Close.
what about in The Sims? Have you ever created yourself?
I think I probably did when I was younger, but
Yeah.
more than anything in The Sims, I would create characters.
Okay.
So same thing for
Yeah,
me.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, because like when I was younger, I used to write a lot.
Yeah.
So I would look at things from a like I'm creating a story perspective. So even in The Sims, I would do the same thing. I would create characters rather than
I should ask
Play
actually.
yourself.
I knew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you're role playing in games like that give you the opportunity to, but
Yeah.
you've, I mean, in the last few weeks, you've gotten hyper-tell about Final Fantasy XII, a game that you've spent plenty of time in. It's a very different sort of. Well, I mean, you're completely out of control. It
Yeah.
is not in your hands whatsoever.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm not. I imagine it probably wouldn't. But is there any sort of frustration or tension in just having to go? I mean, like Vaughn's not that insufferable, but
No,
like,
I definitely prefer games where I can sort of make the choices.
Yeah.
Like have choices within the game. But
Hey, BioWare.
like again, like I love, like I said, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Love it, and it's the same thing. It's a narrative
Yeah.
story. You can only do the
Not
things that
branching.
Aloy is
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, exactly. But I still really enjoyed it. So if the story's told well enough, perfect.
quick sideline. Are there? Well, I mean, by quick sideline, I mean like the sort of
Couple of minutes.
yeah, last few minutes. Are there any sort of like narrow path characters that you've played in games that you actually really enjoyed? And maybe not you think is your Ort self, but you really sort of vibed with and clicked with in
Last
a game.
of Us. Joel and Ellie.
I
I thought
both.
all of that. No, well, I thought their
story.
chemistry, the way that their story
okay.
was told, how they were like really standoffish at the start, and they
Yeah.
kind of
Fair.
bonded over the game
Yeah.
to that point. I could spoil it, whatever. But like to that
Came out
point, I
5
think it
years
was done so well, and I really, I don't know if I got immersed, but it felt like I was like part of their team type of deal. But that's just how I played it, I guess.
Yeah. I've said it like 3 times, but yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
absolutely just got completely caught up in that story and loved it and would play it for like hours and just loved Aloy and everything. Like, yeah, the voice acting.
I'm sure you have to
the
play
things that she
Horizon Zero
said.
Dawn.
Same.
I just have a big old crush on her. I just love her.
Yeah,
I still need to get
understandable.
into the game. Like it looks gorgeous, and I need to play
But no,
it.
it's
yeah.
beautiful, and the whole story is everything I love. It's like utopian future with elements of dystopia, like everything, all of it. Love it.
All the biomech stuff, I just like. I look at the monster designs and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I want it. I
so
want
good.
that.
What about you, Kate?
I think the more ambiguity there is around the character itself, the more I can insert who I think they are.
So you love MMOs where you just
Yeah,
crave
exactly.
the shit.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it could be anyone,
I
so
mean, you
therefore
love The
it's
Sims.
me. Narcissism at its finest.
Yeah,
You love
beautiful.
The Sims, and that is such a like you
Yeah.
build
True.
your characters in there, you build yourself, you build whatever you want to in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And I mean, there has been one occasion where I've created a character purely for the storyline, but then I also found myself identifying with some of the... It was a male, by the way. It looked like... what was the... Oh, God, what's his name? You know,
What name? We
from
wouldn't know.
Futurama.
Not
the robot?
Bender.
Bender.
Oh, okay.
Evil Bender?
Weird,
It looked
okay.
like Evil Bender.
You mean Flexo?
Yes. And he basically went around and impregnated everyone in the town. And I identified so hard.
You're
it's
like,
not
hell,
me, but I was
yeah.
like, I am that. That can be me. Hell yeah, why not?
Cheeky.
So, yeah, the more ambiguity around the character themselves, the more
more
I
you
kind
like
of
it.
identify or put myself in their project.
You're listening to Zed Games across Brisbane on 102.1 FM or across the world online. That is the end of the show for this week. We will be talking about something next week. We'll probably come up with a fluffy discussion topic.
Yep.
It's good fodder, and it's always good fun as well.
Yep.
I'll probably get lost in Skyrim. No! Fire Emblem Three Houses. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yes, yes.
Oh,
hype,
yeah,
hype,
yeah.
hype, hype. I'm enjoying it. It's a weird departure from the previous games, but I'm enjoying it. Check us out on our website, zgamesau.net, social media at ZEDGamesAU on the Community Radio Network version. We spoke about Beneath the Lighthouse and This Week in Gaming News a little bit more in depth. And you can also, in case you missed the beginning of the show on 102.1 FM, you can check out the discussion that Meg and the team had about women in STEM and can either of you remember the conference name?
Hopper Down Under.
Nice, that one. We love and appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Bye.